What made me want to enlist was not a straight answer for me. It was more just like it was a great opportunity. My mom was sad about it. She did support me, but she did get really sad. My brothers more were telling me like, "Oh, don't do it. Don't go, bro. We don't want you to go into that environment and stuff like that." But my dad was probably the most supportive. He would just tell me straight up, like, "Hey, if that's what you want to do, I'm supporting you, and I'm going to be there the whole time."
What made me want to enlist was when I was a kid, I saw a commercial on the TV, one of those big box TVs growing up, of like a Army commercial and some like Marine Corps commercials. I knew since I was in 8th grade I wanted to enlist, and I just wanted to do something for this country, for the country that I live in.
When I first got to boot camp, the emotions were scattered all over the place. There was people scared, people asking questions, but in the Marine Corps, you're really not supposed to talk in boot camp because you're a recruit. You know, you follow orders and that's it. You do your training. Also, like the fear aspect of like I'm here now. I'm gone. I'm not at home. I'm in a different state, in a different environment. I was more just anxious and nervous to see like what was the next step. What am I going to encounter next?
To be honest, I don't think people really took me seriously when I told them that I wanted to join. I got there and obviously I was like, damn, this is boot camp. Like, this is crazy, you know? But I was like, you know what, let me get through this. I know I can get through this, and you know, I met a lot of good people, and it was actually a really great experience. I would do it again. Towards the end of my career, I realized that the Marine Corps was starting to get too political. I couldn't deal with it anymore. A new door opened up for schooling, you know, cybersecurity. Technology is expanding, and I really enjoy having computers and doing computer stuff. So I was like, you know what, let me take a chance on this.
Then and there, I realized like 4 years in, I can get out and I can make use of all the benefits that I have from going to school. Cybersecurity is a really big thing now, and me having all this technology here, I kind of just little by little as I grew up and I got older, I learned everything as I went. Going to school helped out, and it was an easy choice. After graduating college, my ideal job is going to be a form of cybersecurity or IT. Live my day-to-day life differently, travel and explore it while being able to work on my craft and do my job.
My ideal job after graduation, I would love to be like a cybersecurity analyst or maybe a forensics analyst for a 3-letter agency, or coding, or doing anything like that. Anything within the cybersecurity field, I'm really open to it, to be honest.
Getting out of the military, the process was fine and quick and easy, but coming home to a support system that isn't always there compared to how it was before. You have family, you have friends, they have their own lives, they have jobs.
It was tough, I'm not gonna lie. When I got out, I literally dread waking up every single day. Definitely lost some motivation whenever I got out too. Was slacking in my gym life. I was just completely focused on all the wrong things.
Where I'm at now compared to where I was when I was fresh out of the service, I'm very happy about it, to say the least. Because I as soon as I was out, like I said, my support system wasn't there. I didn't feel like I belonged.
Started going back to the gym. Started going to church even more, reading my Bible. I just was simply trying to find my purpose again. Of course, there's benefits to furthering your education in the military, but you also have to think about the sacrifices you're making. It's just a lot of things tackling you all at once. And I'm not saying you can't do it, but just be prepared to do it. Be prepared to put in the work and have the motivation and dedication to do it, because you will be distracted every day.
Being in the military isn't the easiest task to do. Even though there are great benefits from it, like going to school, it really just depends on their personal background and their personal situation. That's what I would tell somebody. And to assess their own situation, their own future goals, and if it's gonna help them accomplish those goals.